Hey moms, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great and ready for an important chat. Today we're going to talk about something super important. Breastfeeding in public, a topic that deserves all of our attention. I know it can be scary, especially at first. The fear of stares, judgments, or even rude comments can make us shrink back, but don't let that discourage you. Look, feeding your baby is natural and you shouldn't have to hide to do it. First, know your rights and empower yourself. In many places, the law protects your right to breastfeed wherever you need to. This is crucial for your safety and security. If someone questions you, a simple response like, "I'm just feeding my baby and it's allowed by law," can work wonders. Information is power, moms. Feeling comfortable is essential for both you and your baby. Wear clothes that make breastfeeding easier, like nursing tops or a shawl. This can make the process easier and more discreet. Practice different breastfeeding positions at home to gain confidence. This helps a lot when you're out and about. When you're out, start in quieter places until you feel more comfortable, like a quiet corner in the mall or a less crowded park. This can make all the difference. Over time, it gets easier. Believe me, practice makes perfect. Changing people's perceptions starts with us. Every step we take is important. Every mother who breastfeeds in public helps normalize the practice. Together, we are stronger. Listening to other mothers who have overcome their fears can be very inspiring. Sharing experiences strengthens our community. Participating in support groups, online or in person, can also boost your confidence. Don't underestimate the power of mutual support. You know those moms groups on WhatsApp? They can be a great start. Exchanging tips and experiences is valuable. Remember, breastfeeding is a right and a beautiful act of love. There's no shame in it. It's a special moment between you and your baby. It's like baking a delicious cake for someone we love. We do it with care, right? Every gesture counts. If this video made you feel a little more confident, share your experiences in the comments. Your story can help other moms. And send it to that friend, mom, cousin, who also needs some encouragement. Spread the word. Together we can make breastfeeding in public something normal and accepted in our lives. You can do it. We're all in this together. Hi moms, continuing our conversation about breastfeeding in public, let's talk about some practical tips to make this experience more relaxing. First, choose a place where you feel comfortable. It could be a quiet cafe, a park, or even a resting area in a mall. Always bring a water bottle and a snack for yourself, because breastfeeding can make you thirsty and hungry. Another tip is to use a sling or baby carrier, which in addition to making breastfeeding easier, leaves your hands free for other activities. And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you breastfeed in public, the more confident you'll feel. Let's normalize breastfeeding in public together. Now, let's hear some inspiring stories from mothers who overcame their fear of breastfeeding in public, facing challenges and prejudice. Anna, for example, started breastfeeding in more private places and over time, gained the confidence to breastfeed anywhere, without fear. She says the key was the support of her husband and friends, who were always by her side. Maria, on the other hand, found the strength she needed to face curious stares and judgments in online support groups. She shares that seeing other mothers breastfeeding in public encouraged her to do the same, without fear. These stories show that, with support and practice, we can all feel safe and confident to breastfeed our babies wherever we are, without exception. Together, we can change the perception of public breastfeeding and support each other on this journey, creating a more welcoming environment for everyone. Finally, let's talk about the rights of mothers who breastfeed in public in different regions and how this impacts their lives. In Brazil, for example, the law guarantees the right to breastfeed in any public or private place without restrictions. In other countries, like the United States and the United Kingdom, there are also laws that protect this fundamental right. It's important to know the laws of your country and, if necessary, find out what to do if someone questions your right to breastfeed in public. Remember, you're doing what's best for your baby and have every right to feed them wherever and whenever they need it, without fear. Together, we can change society's perception and make breastfeeding in public something normal and widely accepted. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Continue supporting breastfeeding mothers.